Hi, everybody. I'm Deacon Dave.
And layperson Lisa.
Welcome to the Deacon Dave and layperson Lisa show. And we are continuing our trip
Our
through northern.
Shrines and Saints of Northern Italy, which is April 13th to 23rd. And we have a sneak peek meeting October 15th. And so from Venice, we...
Don't be reading your text, Lisa.
From Venice, we will be heading to Turin, which is the home of where the...
From Venice, we'll be heading to Milan.
I got the order wrong. Okay.
But that's
well,
okay.
In any case...
Hey, we're very organized.
Well, we can do Milan. So, if we're going to Milan, I don't know geography, so that's my problem. And directions. So, we're going to go...
Don't worry, people. I'm good at directions.
He's the Wayne. So, we're going to... Sorry, I'm supposed to cover the light. We're going to be going to Milan. So, in Milan, it is the home of Saint Ambrose, who we will go to the church where his, I don't know if his house is still around. He lived in the 300s.
Okay, it's a couple days ago.
But we're going to the church where his remains are.
Wow.
And so he is a doctor and saint of the church. Oh, this is super cool. So his feast day is December 7th. Do you know what December 7th is?
It's near a feast day for Mary, which is on December 8th.
Yes, it is my baptism day, December 7th. So,
okay.
Hey, St. Ambrose. So St. Ambrose is the patron saint of Milan and beekeepers.
Beekeepers.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
So he was born like in a Roman... not Rome, but like a Roman territory. And they
had a lot of territory back then.
Very much. And his family was very affluent. And so...
That means they had a lot of money.
And he was well educated.
That means he went to a good school.
And so he was like well versed in like Latin and I don't know, other languages.
Which means he knew a lot of languages.
And so he... so his dad had passed at a young age. And so his mom raised him and his two siblings to in the Christian way of life, but he was never baptized until later in life. And so he became he became like a government official in Milan, and he was very known for being working towards peace. And he and then the bishop of Milan died, and so there was talks amongst the people, and they're like, oh, well, what about Ambrose? And he didn't want to be the bishop, so he tried to run away.
Was he a priest?
No, he was not. He was not even baptized at that point.
Wow, still not baptized.
And they still wanted him to be the bishop. And so they convinced him, and he said yes. And so he was a catechumen, and then he received baptism and confirmation and became the bishop all in one day.
And First Eucharist, I'm assuming.
And First Eucharist, I would imagine, all in one day.
4 sacraments in one day.
Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah, it reminds me of someone who wasn't baptized. And then
he wasn't.
They were married.
Okay.
Okay. But they were married and he wasn't baptized, so it wasn't a sacramental marriage. But once he came into the church, it became a sacramental marriage. So he became baptized, confirmation, First Eucharist, and his marriage became a sacrament. So that's a 4-sacrament evening during the Easter Vigil a couple of years ago for someone, if you remember correctly.
Yep.
And now they have a child, and hey, we're the godparents.
Oh, wait, no, that's the big reveal for when we go talk about St. Luke. So you didn't hear that yet. But anyway.
Here I am trying to add something, and oh well. I'll just sit here and listen to St. Ambrose.
So what famous saint did he baptize?
St. Ambrose?
Yes, what?
St. Augustine?
Very good.
I got it right.
Yeah, and we're going to see him. We're going to go to the church where he was baptized, where St. Ambrose baptized St. Augustine. Pretty cool. So St. Ambrose was very well known for his homilies and preaching. And so
you can listen to Lisa's reflections.
Oh yeah, check out my weekly they're reflections.
They're reflections. They're not homilies.
Yes. But I have to do one for this past yesterday. which I haven't
Nice.
yet. So stay
Right.
tuned for that. Very exciting. But so anyway, so St. Augustine was kind of like starting to be more interested in learning about Christianity, and he heard St. Ambrose preach, and it really struck his heart. And so St. Ambrose became a mentor to St. Augustine and baptized him. And St. Augustine became one of the great doctors of the church, as is St. Ambrose.
Well, Lisa, you've heard me preach.
Yes, that's why
and
I was looking at you.
So maybe one day you too will be a doctor of the church.
I
And
don't have
then-
any ratings.
Then you can. Well, you're
I kinda
only
do on
you're
my
you're,
Google
you're
Drive.
still young, so you have
I'm
time.
old compared to St. Therese and St. Catherine.
Well, it's okay. There's no. I don't think there's a limit on how old you are. You know, if the church wanted to say that you were a saint.
I better start writing my thoughts.
I'm
Anyway,
not really sure what to say.
that might be a horror book. Just kidding.
It's okay.
Let's see. So Saint Ambrose, he was very courageous, and he spoke out. He spoke against heresy, against Arianism, and despite that being unpopular, he still did it anyway, and he did a lot of good things to bring peace and to bring people closer to Jesus, and kind of like a ripple effect, because he brought Saint Augustine into the church, who also did the same. So low ripples.
So it's interesting that you mentioned heresies, right? Because there's been a lot of heresies throughout the centuries that the church has sought to clarify for people. So the teaching of the church has not changed, okay? But oftentimes there's needed to be better clarification in writing. So if you want to know what is our faith and you don't want to be heretical, then just read the Nicene Creed. And that will tell you everything you need to know about our faith in a little Ambrose-sized nutshell.
Yes. That's all I got.
That's it for St. Ambrose. I'm assuming we're going to talk about St. Augustine next, since he was in Milan. But
no.
we're not going to talk about him.
No, you'll have to stay tuned to who we
He
talk
doesn't.
about.
He doesn't get to have his own.
I didn't look him up yet.
Oh, she hasn't prepared yet.
I got another saint.
Okay, I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm my person Lisa.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.